Okay, what do these mean? One thing that always happens with me is I have tons of reels with lines on them, and I'll go, is that a 5-weight line? Is that a 4-weight line? Is that a 3-weight line? And what I usually do, well, this one I didn't, and that's what we're going to do today, is I usually mark my lines. It's just easier that way. And I use a simple technique. I picked this up years and years ago from, I don't know where it was, just some booklet or something. It's before YouTube. But basically it's a simple method. On the end of your line, the only tool you'll need is a Sharpie. Basically you mark 3 little lines. It's a 3-weight, 4-weight, 5-weight's a long line, 6-weight's a long line, and a short line. It's basically Roman numerals, okay? So this line right here on this reel is one of my student rods, and my student rods are 6-weight. And I put this line on there a while ago, and I just pulled it out, and it just happened to be there, and I was realizing that I hadn't marked it. Now, usually when I get a brand new line, I'll show you how to mark that in a minute, but here's a line on a rod, and very importantly, it's a pretty simple process. I know it's a 6-weight, so somewhere near the tip, okay, it's going to be hard to show you here. I'll do it up here. Somewhere near the tip, I'm going to put, can you see what I'm doing here? So I'm going to make a line, and I'm going to try to do it all the way around. Okay, so we've got kind of a long spot there, and then I'll put one short spot. I'll do this all the way around if I can. Sorry, I don't have a tripod or anything. This was just something that I just started to do, and I figured I'd make a video of it. So there's my long spot and my short spot. So now when I pull this reel out, I know immediately that this is going to be a 6-weight line. That's pretty straightforward. When I get a new line, this is so new it's not even open yet. There we go, we're just going to tear it open. It's a new line. I know it's 5-weight. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to mark both ends. And you mark both ends because often you load a line onto your reel from the back end, and usually it'll say something like, this is the back end, right? So on this end, I'm going to put, this is a 5-weight. So all I'm going to do is just put one long one on there, and I'll know that this is a 5-weight. But that took a long time to do. And I don't know why the manufacturers don't do this. Okay, so now on that end, yeah, I know it's a 5-weight. And then once it's on the reel, you're never going to see this again, this end. So then I find the other end, if I can find it. There it is. And the other end, I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to take that, and I'm just going to do one long one on there. Obviously, this is easier if I'm not holding it away from me, doing it from the camera. There. So now I know this is a 5-weight line. I don't even need the packaging anymore. Okay? And that's just a super simple tip of how to number your lines, and you'll never get them mixed up. I mean, it's like saved me so much grief in the past. So I can pick this up quickly. I look at it, I go, oh, that's a 6-weight line. And I probably could figure out some other methods to say whether it's a floating line or an intermediate line, but usually I can just tell by looking at it right away what it's an intermediate sinking line or something like that. So that's just a simple, super simple trick. It's not even a trick. It's like just should be should be part of the whole thing. That's just a super simple way of marking your lines. And I'm gonna finish doing a good job on this as soon as I turn this off. Okay, so we'll see you later.